Hello everybody and welcome to Tiger Reacts. If this is your first reaction video, welcome. If this is your returning section, then of course, welcome back. Today we're reacting to something just a tad bit different. Today we're reacting to something on Spotify. This is Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast. It's a place where you'll find stories and fan fictions, made by Cosplay Dude 637, a person on TikTok who does a lot of cosplays. He also writes other fan fictions and stories across the board. He's got multiple podcasts such as Sailor Moon E, The Order, Storytime with Cosplay Dude 637. He's got 2 YouTube channels, there's a One Piece audio drama and Nostalgia Time. Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast revolves around Power Rangers and Kamen Rider fan fictions. And Cosplay Dude 637, or Willie, as I'm just going to be calling him in this video, is actually a very dear, one of my best friends. He's also my parabatai. If you know what that means, then awesome. If you don't, then that's okay too. But he's my parabatai, he's one of my best friends, and he's written a brand new Kamen Rider story. This is episode 1. And this is actually based off me. He's actually named the character after me. So I'm really happy about that. I thought that was very cool. I absolutely love Kamen Rider Ghost. I've almost finished it. And yeah, he literally spat this out today. This will be out in a couple of days. So he primarily did this because I write my own stories, I upload stories, and I actually needed to have Ghost in something of mine. So he said to me, look, I'm going to get episode 1 out, so at least you've got something there. I was like, okay, cool, yeah, okay, work on. I'm not going to say no. So yeah, check out this playlist of Kamen Rider stories, of other Power Ranger stories on here too, and I don't know, I might make this a series where every time he spits out a Kamen Rider Ghost episode, I might do more. I might react to the rest of the Kamen Rider Ghost as he puts it out. So let's dive in. Okay, just because of YouTube, I am gonna have to skip some of this.
Club headquarters.
Very long.
Headquarters buzzed with
You didn't do your Ben intro, Willie. You naughty bastard. Okay, there you go.
In the heart of York, the Ghost Club's headquarters buzzed with anticipation. Tai Tora.
Okay, so Willie sometimes narrates his own stories, but Willie's a very, very busy man. He works. He's a family man, he's a cosplayer, and also he's also a businessman because me, Willie, and our good buddy Mark run the 3 Ranger Bro studio. Yeah, sometimes he uses a narration app to narrate his stories, which is cool. I like the woman voice. This is actually my favourite voice for this story.
A member of the Ghost Club stood alongside Nia, his childhood friend and fellow paranormal enthusiast.
So I'm inspiring for 2 reasons. The character's called Tai Tora. Tora is tiger. Obviously I'm Tiger. And Nia is my loving fiance. And obviously Willie made that into, like, you know, this.
They were eager to embark on their first official case together, under the guidance of Nia's older brother, Austin, the president of the club.
Okay.
Austin entered the Ghost Club headquarters with an air of excitement, holding a folder filled with research papers. He smiled warmly at Tai and Nia, ready to share the details of their upcoming investigation.
Tai, Nia, I have a fascinating case for you.
Austin exclaimed, his eyes sparkling with anticipation.
An abandoned manor on the outskirts of York has been rumored to be haunted for decades. There have been reports of strange occurrences, eerie noises, and ghostly apparitions. It's the perfect opportunity for the Ghost Club to investigate.
Tai's eyes widened with curiosity, and Nia's scientific mind ignited with intrigue. They exchanged glances, sharing a mutual excitement for the paranormal investigation ahead.
We're ready for the challenge,
Tai said, his voice brimming with determination.
We'll gather our equipment and head to the manor right away. Let's uncover the truth behind these haunting reports.
Nia nodded in agreement, her eyes shining with enthusiasm.
With our knowledge and tools, we can gather evidence, analyze phenomena, and unravel the mysteries surrounding this haunted manor.
The trio swiftly gathered their...
Ooh, I wonder what's at the manor. I wonder what's gonna happen. Okay, so as you guys can clearly tell, this isn't actual Kamen Rider Ghost. So me and Willie do adaptations of Kamen Rider, but we do it in the Power Ranger format. So what does that mean? That means that we get the basic idea, and some seasons of Power Rangers take the suits, the weapons, the Zords, and that's it. That's all they take. They don't even keep to the same ideas sometimes. But me and Willie do try our best to try and at least incorporate some of the main things. So I adapt Kamen Rider Kiva on the Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast. I actually have 2 stories there, and he adapts Kamen Rider Drive, Kamen Rider Wizard, and now Kamen Rider Ghost. And we do try to adapt somewhat of the main element of it. There'll also be more Kamen Riders stories that I'll be doing as well. So as you can tell, it's not Kamen Rider Ghost as in the Japanese version. This is kind of like a what if the European / American sort of like television kind of like adapted it, if that makes sense. Kind of similar to what Power Rangers do with Super Sentai.
Equipment, ensuring they were well prepared for their paranormal exploration. EMF detectors, voice recorders, and cameras were carefully packed, ready to document any supernatural occurrences. As they made their way to the abandoned manor, excitement mixed with a sense of trepidation.
What the fuck does that mean? What's trepidation? I may have to Google that. I don't know. Using big words there, boy.
The manor loomed ahead, its crumbling walls telling tales of forgotten secrets and lost souls. Entering cautiously, Tai, Nia, and Austin navigated the dimly lit hallway.
I just want to state that my fiancée doesn't actually have a brother. She has an older sister, but she doesn't have an older brother, so I like this Austin character. I'm very intrigued.
The sound of their footsteps echoed through the empty rooms, as if the manor itself held its breath, waiting for their arrival.
Ooh.
A chill ran down Ty's spine as he noticed the flickering candles casting dancing shadows along the worn-out wallpaper. Nia's EMF detector began beeping sporadically, indicating an unusual surge of electromagnetic energy.
I have chills. He's done this really well.
There's definitely something here.
Nia whispered, her voice barely audible over the creaking floorboards.
We've come to the right place.
Austin, undeterred by the eerie atmosphere, took the lead.
Let's split up and search for clues. Stay vigilant and keep your senses sharp. We're here to uncover the truth.
The trio ventured in different directions, exploring different wings of the manor. Each room they entered carried a sense of foreboding, as if the spirits of the past were watching their every move. In a dusty library, Tai noticed a bookshelf filled with ancient tomes. As he carefully inspected them, a sudden gust of wind swept through the room, causing the books to rustle and pages to turn on their own. Tai's eyes widened in astonishment. Meanwhile, Nia discovered a hidden chamber concealed behind a tapestry. Inside, she found an array of peculiar artifacts and an old photograph. The room exuded an otherworldly energy, as if a presence from the past lingered within its walls.
Ooh.
Austin, ascending the grand staircase, was drawn to a room with broken windows. Moonlight bathed the chamber.
Why do I feel like Austin's gonna be the bad guy? I could be completely right. I don't know what he's done with this story. I just know that it was based off me, and I knew that my fiancé was going to be in it. But like, why do I have a feeling Austin's either going to die or he's going to be the bad guy or something?
Illuminating an old piano in the corner. He couldn't resist the temptation and
No.
approached the instrument.
Don't play it. Don't play it. You're going to play it. You're going to die, dude. You're going to die. Stop.
To his astonishment, the keys began to play on their own, creating a haunting melody that filled the air.
So whenever you hear that noise, that sound, it's commercial break. I wonder which one he picked. I'm curious.
Hey listener, this is a not paid for product placement for the Zero to Hero podcast.
What do you mean
If you
not
definitely
paid?
like what you're listening to now, come on over to the
How the
Zero to
fuck
Hero
can you
podcast.
find lights on? Just
Anywhere you want to be able to find your podcast at,
trash bill.
like Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Podcasts, and Google Podcasts, which is still a little weird.
For the next 2 weeks. All
Come
the
on over
pre-orders are
and
starting
enjoy
to
yourself
pick up.
and listen to Billy and myself bicker, argue, and, well,
Speaking of the
fight
dog,
about a lot of
no,
things,
damn
as we are the
for
Balkan
next
School
2
of
weeks.
Podcasting.
How the hell am I
Good
gonna
luck
get
out there,
money
and
for-
welcome back to the show.
And we return.
Darkness enveloped the moonlit streets of York, hidden within the shadows, a godlike being, an old man named Kamen. For centuries, he had kept a vigilant watch over the realm, safeguarding it from supernatural threats. But tonight, the tranquility of York was shattered as the leader of the malevolent Ganma army, Adonis, unleashed his forces upon Kamen. Their clash sent shockwaves through the astral realm, threatening the delicate balance between the supernatural and human worlds. Unbeknownst to both Kamen and Adonis, fate had intertwined the lives of two young individuals amidst their cosmic conflict. Tai Tora, a spirited member of England's esteemed ghost club, had just finished his first paranormal investigation. Eager to continue exploring the unknown, Tai wandered the streets. As Kamen and Adonis clashed nearby, the battle reached its crescendo, unleashing a cataclysmic surge of energy. Tai found himself caught in the crossfire, his world plunged into darkness as life fled from his body.
I just died. Willie just killed me. No. Damn. Kami, or Kami, however you want to pronounce it, is actually a very important character. And, he's actually linked to something very big that's going on in the fictional worlds that are happening. Honestly, if you guys like listening to this sort of stuff and you guys will sit there and like listen to like stories or podcasts and stuff like this, check out the Zero to Hero podcast for one. And me, Willie, and Mark the Road Stranger, all on TikTok, all on YouTube and Spotify or somewhere you can listen to podcasts. We have combined universes in more ways than one, and I'm a heckler for combining things. So Kami is very big and important in many different ways, not just a ghost being fighting. He's pretty big.
The young investigator lay motionless on the cold pavement, his heart stilled by an unfortunate twist of destiny. Witnessing the unintended consequence of their battle, Kamen felt a profound sense of responsibility. He approached Tai's lifeless form, the weight of guilt heavy upon his aged shoulders. Determined to right the wrong he had unwittingly caused, Kamen extended a gnarled hand and whispered incantations into the night. In a burst of ethereal light, Tai's spirit emerged from his lifeless body, transcending the boundaries of life and death. He stood before Kamen, his existence forever changed. Kami's voice resonated with ancient wisdom as he spoke to the young man.
What the bloody hell?
Tai shouts.
Am I dead?
He asks, seeing his own body.
That's your young man.
Kamen says solemnly.
Are you the Grim Reaper or something?
Tai asks.
No, my name is Tak. Kami.
He tells Tai
Tai Tora.
So the reason why he said my name is Kami is because Tak is part of his actual name. I'll leave it there.
I bear the burden of your fate.
Kami's words echoed through the spectral plane.
To atone for my unintended actions, I grant you the Ghost Driver. With its power, you shall become Kamen Rider Ghost.
In Kami's hands materialized a...
Why do the voices he's using for me and Kami kind of sound English? Kind of. I know I'm English, I'm from England. But dude...
mystical device, the Ghost Driver, adorned with enigmatic symbols. He handed it to Tai, whose eyes widened with a mixture of awe and determination.
Why did you stop? Huh? Righty then, we're back. I apologise, that was kind of weird. My internet decided to go, nah, you're right.
He handed it to Tai, whose eyes widened with a mixture of awe and determination. The young man grasped the driver, feeling a surge of otherworldly energy course through his veins.
You have a chance at life once more, Tai.
Kami's voice carried a solemn tone.
But it comes with a condition. You must collect 15 icons, the souls of legendary figures in history. Only then can you be brought back to the realm of the living.
Kami, what happened to me?
Tai's voice trembled with a mixture of confusion and determination.
You were caught in a battle beyond your world, Tai.
Cammy's gaze softened as he met the young rider's eyes.
I bear the burden of responsibility for your untimely demise. But now, as Kamen Rider Ghost, you have the power to make a difference. To protect both the realm of the living and the spirits of the departed.
As Tai stared at the mystical ghost driver in his hand, he turned to Cammy with a look of confusion.
What is this? What does it do?
He asked, his voice
Legit something I'd say. Excuse me, what is this? I'm confused.
barely above a whisper. Cammy, in his guise as an old man, offered a reassuring smile.
That, my dear boy, is the Ghost Driver. It is a powerful tool that will allow you to transform into Kamen Rider Ghost and fight against the Ganmar army. You have been chosen to protect the balance between the living and the dead.
Tai's eyes widened in disbelief.
Me? But I'm just a member of the Ghost Club. I'm not a hero.
Cammy chuckled softly.
You may not think of yourself as a hero, but sometimes the greatest heroes are those who do not seek fame or glory. They are those who are willing to stand up for what is right, even in the face of great danger.
Tai
Agreed.
nodded slowly, feeling a sense of duty wash over him.
I understand. I will do whatever it takes to protect the people of York and restore balance to the supernatural realm.
Cammy placed a hand on Tai's shoulder, his eyes filled with pride.
I have faith in you, Tai. You have a strong spirit and a pure heart. With the Ghost Driver in your possession, you have the power to change your fate and become a true hero.
Tai smiled, feeling a surge of determination within him.
Thank you, Cammy. I won't let you down.
Tai clenched his fists, the weight of his mission sinking deep into his soul.
I won't let York fall into the clutches of the Ganmar army. I will collect the icons and restore balance.
Cammy nodded approvingly, his weathered face etched with a glimmer of hope.
Remember, Tai, your journey is not just about redemption. It's about embracing the legacy of those who came before. Within the icons lie the spirits of legends. They shall guide you, strengthen you, and perhaps even grant you wisdom along the way.
Tai and Cammy shared a moment of silent understanding, their shared determination binding their paths together. Tai embraced his new destiny as Kamen Rider Ghost. Tai's resolve hardened as he accepted
I love how the AI says Kamen Rider, not Kamen Rider, but it's fine.
the weighty task. He understood the importance of his mission, not just for himself, but for the fate of York and its unsuspecting inhabitants. With newfound purpose, Tai vowed to protect the world from the encroaching Ganma army and reclaim his rightful place among the living.
Fair. I like that. It's a very subtle conversation, but it's a conversation that's needed. And sometimes when it comes to storytelling, sometimes a conversation is needed, and sometimes when it's in audio form, it can sound a bit jarring. Reading it can also be a bollocks, but it's needed. You would have a normal conversation in everyday life. It happens in movies, it happens in TV shows. You know, hell, in Avengers, the first one, which is one of the biggest superhero movies to date, there's a lot of talking. Avengers Endgame, one of the biggest movies to date, there's a lot of talking. You know, it just happens. So having that, like, just brief conversation, yes, it took up a good chunk of time, but it's needed, you know?
Do you ever wonder what would happen if
You gave a data podcast.
Ladies and gentlemen,
settle this debate right here, right now. It's not even just the greatest PlayStation game. It's the greatest game ever.
Not to toot my own horn, but
Exactly.
Yeah, I remember he kicked me so hard I thought I owed him money.
I love it. I'm excited for this one.
He goes, "What is your name?" And I was like, "It's Thrash."
You get punched in the face on the daily.
Man, this guy won't shut up.
I wear that as a badge of honor.
Yeah, I got knocked out cold in that match. It was awesome. So awesome.
We make dogs sing.
Do you always do these interviews with your shirt off? Going live in 3, 2, 1.
So now we've been filming for the last 6 months.
I panicked.
Followed by.
Bro.
If You Give a Data podcast, available everywhere podcasts are found.
Fun fact, I've actually been on both Zero to Hero podcast and If You Give a Data podcast. So you might go check them out.
Adonis's hand tightened into a fist as he bellowed with unwavering determination.
Summon my generals.
Bad guy time, I like bad guys.
I will stop at nothing to seize the icons and annihilate anyone who dares to cross my path. The war for the icons has just commenced, and the world will bow before the power of the Ganma army.
3 demonic apparitions.
Ganma army? What do you sound like, boy? Like, seriously?
Materialized before Adonis, their eyes burning with malevolence.
Jabal, Gyro, and Igor, I demand your immediate service.
Adonis snarled. Jabal, an essential commander of the Ganma army, was fiercely loyal to Adonis and led various Ganma operations. His silver and black armor, with a helmet sporting a prominent fin-like crest and a faceplate that concealed his identity, made him stand out. Yiro, another high-ranking member of the Ganma army, was a skilled warrior who often battled the Kamen riders. His bulky azure and silver armor and helmet, with a visor resembling a pair of goggles, exuded a menacing aura. Igor, the strategist and scientist of the Ganma army, invented new technologies and developed new Ganma forms to assist their cause.
Ooh.
Igor often wore a lab coat and glasses, giving him a more scientific appearance. His physical form might have unique enhancements, reflecting his role as a scientist.
We exist to serve, Master.
Jabal pledged as the trio bowed before Adonis.
Kami,
Is Austin Igor? Like, just asking.
Decrepit fool has bequeathed his power to a human soul.
Adonis explained.
Is there a new Kamen Rider ghost, my lord?
Igor inquired,
Is there a new Kamen Rider ghost, my lord?
a hint of excitement in his voice.
Yes, and the 3 of you will lead my army, exterminate the human, and recover all the icons.
Adonis bellowed, signaling the commencement.
Loving the daunting music in the background, and I'm liking this. I like bad guy scenes. I actually only started adding bad guy scenes because Willie did it. I only wrote stories online because Willie did it. I haven't written stories since I was a kid, but Willie's the reason Power Rangers Cyberforce, which is found on Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast, is a story that Willie made based off his children, and that's the reason why I have started uploading my stories over a year ago. I actually made a whole brand new Power Ranger story just for it too.
Of his ruthless pursuit and setting the stage for a cataclysmic clash between Kamen Rider Ghost and the forces of darkness.
Ooh. Nice. Oh yeah. Riddle me this. What do you get when you get 3 Power Ranger fans who also write Power Ranger fans? I wonder who this could be. Fictions and upload them on separate podcasts and YouTube channels, and you happen to put the 3 of them together and they form a unique Power Ranger storyline. Here's your answer. You get the 3 Ranger Bros, who is myself, Ty Tiger, the Red Corner Ranger, Mark, and the Cosplay Dude 637. We are the 3 Ranger Bros, and we came up with the idea called Power Rangers Global, a storyline where 4 different Rangers from different universes team up to save Universe 2118, a universe ruled by the gods. Now, if you want to hear Power Ranger Global, you can find it on Tiger Tales, the YouTube channel, and Nerds Through Comics, the podcast, and you can find that podcast anywhere that podcast can be listened to. So one more time, that's Power Rangers Global on Tiger Tales, the YouTube channel, and Nerds Through Comics, the podcast. But all seriousness, please go check out Power Rangers Global. It's a 3-way collaboration between me, Cosplay Dude 637, the guy who wrote this story, and Mark the Red Corner Ranger. And yeah, I'm the writer, but it's a collaborative project, and there's actually a new chapter out coming out really soon, so check it out.
Cammy nodded, sensing Ty's eagerness to learn.
Very well, let me explain how to use the Ghost Driver. First, you must insert the icons into the device, channeling the power of the souls within them. Each icon will grant you a unique set of abilities.
Ty looked at the Ghost Driver, trying to comprehend the complex device.
And how do I transform?
Cammy smiled.
It's quite simple, really. You just need to pull the lever on the ghost driver and say the words henshin.
Tai repeated the phrase under his breath, trying to commit it to memory.
Henshin. Got it. And then what?
Cammy gestured towards the ghost driver.
Once you transform, you will have access to a powerful set of weapons and abilities. The ghost driver will also protect you from harm, shielding you from the attacks of the Ganmar army.
Tai nodded, feeling a sense of excitement coursing through him.
I'm ready. Let's do this.
Cammy chuckled softly.
Very well, Tai. Remember, the fate of your crest's on your shoulders. You must be brave and strong in the face of danger.
Tai raises his right hand, palm facing forward, clutching the ghost icon tightly with his left. After clicking the button on the icon in the G-forms, Tai takes a deep breath, preparing for what's to come. As he inserts the first icon into the ghost driver, the belt rings out, and a ghostly cloak flies out of the belt and starts dancing around Tai as he pulls the lever.
Yeah, so Willie started this first, but I kind of agree that we found it really hard to kind of like... Kamen Rider is very known for their sound effects and things, and like a lot of the driver belts say stuff. Some of them are sentient even, and things like this. It was really hard to like betray the henshin sequences. Power Rangers are very simple. Hell, even in Power Rangers, me and Willie sometimes just do it as, you know, what they do. You know, like simple whatever. And then we just go, in a flash of light, they morphed. But with henshin, it's different. So we started adding the sound effects in. So in Kamen Rider Kiva, I've done exactly the same thing as well. But yeah, so...
Henshin.
Tai shouts, feeling a surge of power flowing through his veins as his transformation begins.
Let's go! Go, 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 stone! Go, 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 go!
Tai dons a skin-tight black and orange suit adorned with a white belt that has silver trim. The suit has a unique ghostly design, featuring black and orange patterns, as the cloak envelopes Tai, forming a black and orange hooded...
Seriously. William, my guy, my internet does not want me to react to this, that's all I'm saying.
...jacket onto him and completing his full transformation into Kamen Rider Ghost. His helmet is also black and orange, with large, silver eyes that seem to radiate from within. The face of the helmet is white and marked with black lines resembling a ghost's face. Ghost pulls the hood down and drops into a fighting stance.
Let's go.
Oh, I'm loving this, man. This is so cool. So obviously, nothing major's happened. It's all build-up. But welcome to story writing.
Hello, fellow listeners. Are you sitting comfortably? Good.
He's got everyone involved, man. Literally, I was about to call out a few people at the end of this video. I don't need to now.
Then I will begin. I'm going to read you a story. A story of ancient beings of time and light. Of group of champions flying in their metal shells. Of great warriors and their epic mechs of evil villains. Of darkness and terror. Come join me, the Red Cornish Ranger, as I present Nerds Through Comics.
Okay, it's Nerds Through Comics, but it's spelled Nerds Throw Comics because of no thanks to the people behind Zero to Hero and Mark himself. It's now Nerds Through Comics. It's Nerds Through Comics. You say it Nerds Through Comics, but it says Nerds Throw Comics. It's kind of like how, you know, it's knees, but you spell it knees. Or it's knob, but it's spelled knob. Or some shit like that, you know.
An epic telling of your classic comics and graphic novels. Please come sit comfortably and enjoy Nerds Through Comics from the Zero to Hero Network.
So yes, that's Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger. He's the other member of the Three Ranger Bro Studios, which is me, Willie, and Mark, and we have so much stories going on at once. Mark has one podcast, unlike me and Willie. He does stick to one Power Rangers universe, and so far, when it comes to story writing, he's only released Power Rangers stuff. I don't know if he'd ever released anything else. I personally think he should do a Doctor Who story, because he's upset, he's like Doctor Who mad. So I think he should do one. And he does have another story which isn't Power Ranger related coming out at some point, but it's very Power Ranger-esque. So I do want him to do a Doctor Who storyline. I might nag him about that, actually. Maybe, I don't know. But anyway, yes, that's Mark. Go check out the Red Nursery Comics. It's a great podcast. And like he said, he adapts comic books into audio dramas, so you guys don't have to read comic books, you can hear them. And me and Will are actually his voice actors, so you'll hear a familiar voice.
Nia hurriedly made her way through the dimly lit street. As a member of the Ghost Club, she was used to encountering eerie sights and supernatural phenomena, but nothing could have prepared her for what she was about to discover. Her heart raced as she turned a corner and entered a small back alley. There, lying motionless on the floor, was Ty's lifeless body. Nia gasped, her eyes widening in shock and disbelief. Her breath caught in her throat as she stumbled backward, her mind struggling to process the scene before her.
No, this can't be happening,
Nia muttered, her voice trembling with a mix of fear and sorrow. She fell to her knees beside Ty's lifeless form, her hands trembling as she reached out to touch his cold cheek.
Ty, wake up. Please, wake up.
Her pleas were met with silence, and the reality of the situation crashed.
Damn, Willie's good at making me feel emotional, man. Jeez, dude, do more death scenes. You're good at him. This way, Willie just kills everybody.
Down upon her like a heavy weight. Tears welled up in Nia's eyes as she clutched her chest, overcome with grief and despair. She had known Ty for years, and the thought of losing him was unbearable.
Why? Why did this happen?
Nia whispered, her voice choked with emotion. Unseen by Nia, Kamen Rider Ghost and Cammy stands next to her.
She can't see us.
Ghost asks.
No, you're a ghost, young man.
Cammy says. Ghost powers down, turning back to normal.
I can't let her think I am dead.
Ty says.
You are dead, son.
You know what I mean, Cammy.
Very well, I can help a little. I will take your body back to my realm and keep it safe for you.
That's great, but how do I let her know I am still here?
Ty asks. Cammy snaps his fingers and Ty's mortal body disappears, sending Nia into a complete panic attack.
If you concentrate hard enough, you can make yourself corporeal.
Ty nods and closes his eyes and all his strength and concentrates on Nia, and slowly his ghostly body starts to appear before her.
Nia, it's okay, I am here.
Nia's eyes grow large as he appears before her.
To be continued.
You dick.
This
You're a knob. He loves doing this. He likes doing something really cool and then bang, to be continued. Or, just ends it there. Well, you're a cunt. I want to hear more.
Podcast is produced by Three Ranger Bros Studios in association with Zio to Hero, the podcast. Thank you all for listening. I hope you enjoyed that story. Just a reminder that all my fanfictions are just that, fanfictions, and do not mean to infringe on any copyright from the mainstream continuity that it's from. Now, I'd like to take the time to thank my supporters from the Zio to Hero Network. Jim and Billy, the bulk and skull of podcasting, over on the main podcast, Zio to Hero. Mark, the Red Cornish Ranger, on Nerds Through Comics. My Parabatai and dear friend Ty Tiger of Tiger Tales on YouTube. Jacob, aka the Iron Avenger 52 on TikTok.
Who does he builds he collects builds and builds them like Gundam builds and stuff, like things that come in small pieces, like adult Lego. And holy crap, I've been watching him for a good couple of months now, and he's really good at them. He knows he's really it's fun to watch him.
And YouTube. Clayton with Neon Lights on YouTube.
Awesome.
Ben, the Baker Ranger.
Ben, you're the reason why I have shitty internet.
Sam, aka XX Rebel Ranger XX.
So Sam was a dear friend of ours. She was on TikTok, huge Power Ranger nerd. massive Billy the Blue MMPR Ranger actor, supporter, a big voice in the Zero Hero community, and she passed away. And it's sad, because she was awesome. Me and her weren't like besties or anything, but her presence alone, just like when she was like messaging and stuff, she was funny, she had some wit to her, she was sarcastically hilarious, and yeah, it's just a bit sad, you know.
TN_Ranger, and our good friend Tony. I would also like to thank a few friends of the Z2H network: Casey from Mighty Morphin Conspiracy Theories, Justin, aka A Crown, Johnson of West.
A Crown is also on YouTube. He has a story YouTube channel like my own called The Author's Crown, and he's uploading a crossover event currently where Power Rangers crossover horror characters. You should check it out, it's really good. He's actually got a really brilliant mind on him.
Western Strike, Rob, aka Lightning Collector 2021, James, better known as Beauty_Baba Yaga.
So, Beauty Baba Yaga is a girl called James, and she's just awesome. She's absolutely awesome. She's on YouTube now. She's currently reviewing Majiro Ranger, the Super Sentai adaptation, the Super Sentai that Mystic Force was adapted from. And she's on TikTok, she's a cosplayer, she's just really cool.
Justin, the Green Spartan Ranger.
Spartan Ranger made his own Power Ranger outfit, which was also dope.
JP, the creator of Power Rangers Digital Beast, and Michael and Nathan of the Power Trip. Everyone I just named has been a huge supporter to me and my podcast, and if you can, go give them a follow. It would mean the world to me. Thanks a lot. Until next time, guys. Later days.
Anyway, that was episode 1. I highly doubt all the episodes will be 25 minutes. It's very rarely that his videos are 25 minutes. But anyway, that was a very long reaction video. I do apologise. I wanted to react to episode 1, and thinking about it, I actually might make into a series. I think it'd be really cool. I absolutely adore Willie. He's my Parabatai. I love him so much. And he's my guy. You know, Mark and Willie are the two dudes who I go to when I need something. And whether that's something that's story related, YouTube related, when I used to have a gaming channel which I used to do reaction videos on, and it got hacked and deleted. And so the other YouTube channels I had, Tiger Tales, Mark helped me collect all the videos and re-upload them and stuff like this, and Willie's always on hand for story related stuff, so is Mark, and you know, they're my bros, not just in story related stuff, but business related stuff, but also in just the friendship stuff, you know. They got my back and I've got theirs through and through. So check out the Power Rangers Universe 19 podcast, please. There's so many storylines on here that I think you'd love. Check out Nursery Comics, more storylines and comic book adaptations. The Author's Crown also holds a lot of cool stories. I, of course, write my own stories. I've mentioned this a few times. There is, officially, Tiger Tales, Tiger Tales The Lost Stories, Tiger Tales Game Over, and Tiger Tales The Mysterious Origins. Make sure you check out all 4 channels, because there's lots of different stuff for everybody. I do some wacky, weird things, and I do Power Rangers and Kamen Rider stuff on Tiger Tales, so make sure you check that out as well. I have stories on Power Rangers Universe 19 as well, so you want to check that out. Thank you everyone for watching. Roar of Passion, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe to the reaction channel, and of course check out my other reaction videos. I literally just reacted to a video of Quan Chi's gameplay trailer for Mortal Kombat 1, so make sure to check that out. And yeah, I'm going to react to episode 2 whenever he releases that. I don't know when it will be, because he has a lot of stories, and I'm really hoping that maybe he'll drop episode 2 in the new year. That being said, Roar of Passion, everybody, and I shall see you guys in the next one. Bye.